Okay.
I, now big knob to the right one. Now Mike, M for Mike.
Okay.
And then M again, one more M, which is a Mockley.
There you go.
Yeah, good. So now you're going to hit enter.
Skycatcher is about 6 miles southwest.
Enter one more time.
Of the bend into Sawgrass, 2,000 feet maneuvering.
And it tells you
toward the southwest boundary of the
turn left
Coral
to
Springs training area.
282. So you can just hit nav.
Okay.
And it's going to turn.
Can you repeat that what your altitude was?
GPS. So now we're following our GPS at 4,500. And it's going to keep us on this line.
Got it. Because we're on autopilot, so it automatically follows your GPS.
Yeah, because we hit nav and we told it what to do.
Okay.
So, and there's the airport, KIMM. So we're going to follow, you know, and I like to put the heading, you know, somewhere around there so we know, like, okay, that's our heading.
It's a distance, yeah, okay.
And it says we're 45 miles away. 282 is our bearing to it. Yeah, it's cold up here.
Yeah.
You can turn it and close it if you want.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Good. We're going 103 knots. That's the direct track of that line. So if we go to the south, it'll say like which way. This is our ground track. So if we turn the autopilot off, and it tells us we're going to be there in 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So that's all of our information on how long it's going to take us to get there. So a little bit more familiar with this now, right? Good. What else can we do? Like I said, airspeed.
Airspeed is this.
Yeah,
right?
so that's just like how fast you're going in the air.
Okay, and this is the
attitude indicator. So they call this the artificial horizon.
This is the altimeter.
Altimeter.
Coral Springs Park area, White Skyhawk is 2,800, climb to 3.
With this map, if you want to zoom in and out, you can turn this knob.
Range.
Yeah, so turn that to the right. If you ever get in a situation the autopilot does anything crazy, that's what this button's here for. So press that red button, and you'll see it turns off the autopilot. Good. So now you're flying the plane.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, but the autopilot gets it nice and trimmed out to where you can, like, you know.
Not do
And another thing with going to a Mockley, see that power line there?
Yeah.
That power line basically goes straight there. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's your path.
Yeah, so like if we, you know, you wanted to confirm, we're basically going to use this to navigate, but we're going to be using our, if you had your map and you needed to do it with the map, you could follow that power line all the way there. All right, cool. So let's do just a turn south for now. So I want you to turn just left to the south and try to hold your altitude around 4,500. And that pink bar is the flight director. So like if we want to get back on course, that's the way we would turn.
Okay.
We're going to keep going all the way to the south. And if you see, we're losing a little bit of altitude, so you have to pull back. And like without looking at all this stuff, you know, like we can see like the wings are level. If you look off the right side, you know, we have a little bit of distance between the horizon and the wing, you know, on that side. But if we're in a turn, you can see like the plane's turning like out of your peripheral.
Yeah.
See like the ground's over there, it's all sky over there. So like, you know, when we're turning, you know, even if we're looking that way, we want to keep the nose up at the horizon, right?
Got it.
So, the wings, bring the wings back to level. Good, and we're going to follow this. We're going to kind of fly visually today. We're going to follow this power line here. I also want you to do a 360-degree turn, so I'll show you one first.
Okay.
We have our angles of bank. So if you look on here, these little tick marks.
Yeah.
So that's our, it shows us how, so that's 0 degrees, that's 10 degrees, 20, 30, and then that next one's 45. So we're going to go basically to that 45, and we're going to try to keep the plane from losing altitude. So you have to feel, we have to pull back all the way.
So what you want to do is do 45, but still keep the altitude, right?
So once you get to that, the steep turn.
Yeah.
I want you to do one of these. We're going to go all the way around back to the west on this canal. So see how I pulled back and I kept us.
Yeah, like
I want to see you. I want to. At first, I want to see you not lose altitude.
Okay.
So what's our heading here? It's like west, basically.
Yes.
Good. So I want you to do a big turn to the right and go all the way around 360 degrees.
Got it.
Good. And you can see, like, even if we look out, we can see like a lot of ground in front of us. So pull the nose up. So start pulling back. Just look outside, you know, like this is the artificial horizon, that's the real horizon.
Yeah.
Keep pulling back until you kind of cover that up. So I don't want you to lose all that altitude. Right, so that's, you know, like that arrow is pointing at the horizon.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So like.
So you may be like banking a lot on the 45,
yeah.
but you're still, okay, got it.
Yeah, but you still want to look out there because you can see that the plane's descending, you know, like if you don't pull back enough, you'll see a lot of ground in front of you.
Yeah,
but we don't want to see that. We want to pull back, and you don't want to have that like feeling the G-forces. Good. There's our heading. That's the canal. Good. Now roll back to wings level to stop that.
A hawk holding over Headley at 3,000 close range.
Yeah. Usually if you're in a climb, you know, you can only see the sky.
North of the Square Lake,
if you're in a descent, you know, like we can see just the ground.
Okay.
But there's, you know, as far as
like, to get down there to like 100, 200 feet, what you're doing
level, it's going to look kind of like this. So we don't want to see. This is our vertical speed.
Like to get it to where you can see the bugs and the sugar cane.
It tells us if we're climbing or descending. So like, if this is also, I'm used to this. This is what I learned on.
I like to write my name in the grass using the wingtip.
I want you to do another one of those turns. So do another big right turn all the way around and try to keep us above 4,500. So I want you to keep us up high. So you should see more sky than ground while you're in the turn. So you can see the ground a lot, right? So pull back.
Okay, I'm looking for you. I'm 4,500.
Pull back to where you can see mostly the sky. And you'll feel how much pressure it needs in the turn.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because when we're turning, you know, we're usually turning close to the ground.
Yeah.
Usually when we're up this high, we're just cruising to where we want to go.
Number 7,
so, good. Keep that nose good. We're almost all the way around. Now you can go back to level. Go wings level to get that heading again. And then you see, like, once we go back to wings level, now the plane wants to climb.
Yeah, so you just bring it down little.
Yeah, and the reason why is, you know, we have gravity pulling us down, right? So when we go like that, our wings pull us, you create lift this way.
Got it.
So it's fighting against gravity. But when you turn, now it's pulling. So now we've changed. So just by turning, we're losing lift because now the gravity isn't, you know, gravity's not pulling us that way, it's pulling us that way. So we have to pull back to keep the plane in there.
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's try one to the left now. And it's going to feel different because we're on that side of the plane. So we'll do one more big turn to the left. Really as steep as you want. Inside, see that we're descending. Outside, you kind of want, your eyes should always be moving, checking different things. That's really, you know, like when you talk to a lot of the older pilots and guys that are really experienced, they're like, look outside, you know, like the horizon, the real horizon's going to tell you more.
And the numbers.
You know,
got it.
Our heading now, we can roll back to wings level because we want to follow. I don't know if you can see, there's that power line there, and then we have our line on here. So we're going to.
That was hard.
Are you good?
Yeah, it was good. It was just a different feeling.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God.
Good.
But that was good.
Good. That's all we'll do. The different when you're up here and it's like there's no clouds.
Yeah. First time we did it, I'm like, I'm gonna pass out at this one.
Good. Let me know as soon as, because once you get, if you start to feel sick, but you usually don't recover. So it's like, if you're starting to like feel, not feel well, then like we can just put the wings level and like get your stomach back to feeling normal. But once you get to the point that you're sick, like, you're just going to be sick the rest of the time.
Okay.
And there's usually no fix. It's like on the boat.
Yeah.
You know, like once you see someone get seasick, they don't feel better until you put them back on land.
Got it.
You know, like they're just.
I think with me a while ago, because I was kind of focusing on the nose.
Yeah.
When you were turning, I was focusing on a lot of things. So I'm like, oh my god.
It's always like.
It wasn't the stomach. It was more on concentration.
And that's what we're getting you used to.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. But it wasn't bad.
Good. So now we're gonna try to stay on this line just using our feet. I want you to just use the pedals and do some like we want to get onto the line. So put a little right pedal in. Good. And then you'll see the plane's gonna turn. Now use a little left pedal to straighten it out, and just kind of feel, just like steady pressure with the rudder pedals. We're in the air, so it doesn't matter if you brake. If you put pressure on the brakes, it's not going to do anything. The rudder pedals do a little bit of work for you too.
Yeah.
So like when you're turning, you can like rudder and turn a little bit. And I'm going to show you like we're going to keep our hands in our lap, and we're going to try to keep the plane. Let's use like the moon as as our visual reference, because there's not much else. But we're going to stay, I'm giving it a little left rudder, and we're going to keep the plane, we're going to try to keep the wings level with our feet.
Okay.
Are you going to climb?
So,
I'm flying on the clouds, and then I'll climb.
We're going to
are you here?
slowly bring the power all the way back.
All the way back?
All the way back. So now you'll feel that the nose is going to go down.
Yeah.
Because we have the prop wash hits the rudder.
Yep.
So the nose will pitch down. So we're just going to hold this. The nose will eventually pitch back up. So keep your feet pointed, like at the moon. And you'll see like we pitch down, we speed up.
Cessna 150, just over the bend in the
and then it kind of fixes itself.
Got it.
So good, and keep that rudder pressure. So a little bit of left rudder. If that right wing dips, I want to use left pedal to fix it. Good. Now the nose pitches back down. These are called vertical S's. So it's gonna keep that left. We want to stay towards that heading and towards the moon. So good. If you see like we're losing altitude with the power. Good. If we want to go faster or slower, then we can pitch.
Pitch a little up.
So power. Think power for altitude. So now go all the way forward with that.
Full throttle?
Yep, full throttle. And now keep your hands in your lap and steer with your feet. Keep us going towards the moon. Now the nose is going to pitch up.
Got it.
Because now we're creating more airflow over that tail, which is pushing the tail down, which is pushing the nose up. And if you see, now we're climbing.
Okay.
But it pitches up a lot. It slows.
There it goes down.
It's our airspeed back. But we're still going to basically climb with the power.
Okay.
We're trimmed forward a little bit. You bring a little trim back, and it's basically just going to climb with the power. Power is going to do our altitude and pitch. Is like it's doing the airspeed on its own, but you can see like.
Oh, that gets
the nose pitching down changes our airspeed more than anything.
Got it.
Our altitude, we're dipping back down, but also like the plane flying itself. We don't have the autopilot on. We're just
climbing at 4,500.
Good. And now we can. Now bring your power back to like 23.
Power back to 23.
Yeah. So 23 inches. It brings us back to our cruise power setting. Should basically stay level at a cruise power setting. Right? We're not pitching up and down or trimmed back to where we were. Everything feels good. Let's get back on course. We're almost there. We're 18 minutes away. So we'll start doing here's our power lines over